Hello and welcome to the sixth and final heat race here at the Battista Bowl, our first ever dirt race. These are the cars that are numbered from 75 to 99. Here are the drivers rolling by on the starting grid below. On the bottom of the screen, that's your starting line for today. 5 drivers going to make it, and leading them off it is Joseph Bryant, car number 80, the NSCRA racing machine. Now, teammate Seth Cole currently failed to make the race. He's got to go to the LCQ. Joseph Bryant hoping to not have that. He actually wants to win this race as he's so close on championship points. Those extra 5 bonus points could mean the difference between him and Alex Tanker, who's currently not in the show. So this is a good weekend to try and catch up to that top 35 in the standings. Same for Jerry Guerra in the car behind him. But right now, Joseph Bryant out to an early lead today. Let's take a look at the driver in 5th place. Brendan Patterson, car number 84. He's battling for this spot. Now, Brendan Patterson, this is his last start before we go to Myrtle Beach. The next 2 races are going to be Connor Atwood, and I'm not sure what they're going to do for next season. The plans for their car, either they're going to open up another vehicle and put Connor Atwood and Brendan Patterson full-time, or they're going to choose which one of the two they want to run the full schedule, maybe depending on points. I don't know, at the current moment, William Duncan is battling with him to try and get the spot. William Duncan is the one that really needs to make it in, as he is competing for the championship, and the points leader is currently in the LCQ. So, if he can make the show and the other driver cannot, which would be Brock McMahon, he would have a good advantage. Take a look at the back of the pack. Colin Bartell, car number 99, has been really struggling these past couple of weeks, and this is no exception. He's currently sitting at the very tail end of the 10-car field, battling with Estavas Cortez now. Bartell has done well in other series like the NASCAR Road Racing Challenge Cup, but and he was doing good at the beginning of this year, but things have really tapered off. He really needs to make this race if he has any chance of the championship hopes left. We take a look at a pass for the lead. Jerry Guerra, car number 78. He's going to take the race lead away from the 80 of Joseph Bryant. Now, Jerry Guerra is a driver that probably needs it more as he's closer to Alex Tanker. 5 bonus points could dislodge him right here, right now. It's relatively close for Jerry Guerra, and he's so close to locking himself in. The locked-in spots are highly coveted. At the current moment, he's not leading the Qualifier Series points. That would be Matt Duell, who we'll get to in a little bit. But here we go, crossover move by Joseph Bryant. Joseph Bryant's not going to give up that race lead too easily, and Bryant's shown his aggressive side this season, occasionally scuffling with members of the Guerra family. They're not too happy with each other after what Joseph Bryant did to Nicholas Guerra while he was leading at Mostport, so you bet that these drivers will not race each other too kindly. We take a look a little further back. Matt Duell has worked his way all the way up to 6th position. Now, this is not good enough for him, as he's still a little bit behind the 84 machine. He's got some ground to catch up. But Matt Duell, he's currently got the Qualifier Series championship in good hands, I would say. But at the moment, he's not in the show. Now, he and teammate Kaytlyn Stringer had a string of races where they were just making it each week. That's kind of fallen off as you see the pink car of Kaytlyn Stringer kind of falling near the back of the pack. But as you see, Matt Duell working his way up, trying to see if he can get a little help from the Benoit number 75 machine who's made it the past couple of weeks. Estavas Cortez, car number 86. Now, they've said that the road race aces have been doing very well this weekend. Estavas Cortez did not get the memo. He's not having a good handling car. He's not really getting used to this track, and he's really worried about his chances for being around in 2014. As this has been an abysmal season for a driver that everyone thought was going to do well, especially given his performance late into 2012 when he was driving for RGE Motorsports. But at the current moment, Estavas Cortez doesn't look like he's going to make the show. He'll have to go to the qualifier. Look at this path for the lead. Prudence Litllejohn, car number 79, a driver who's debuted in NSCRA truck, Oreo Truck Series, and in several NASCAR leagues as a replacement driver for John Sedano. This car has taken the lead, the sole Toyota in this 10-car field, and one of only 3 in the entire race weekend. Now, Prudence Litllejohn is a dirt track ace and is used to the qualifier format, though it did not work last year. She attempted the Myrtle Beach race, ended up wrecking out. But Prudence Litllejohn currently having a great car, pulling into the race lead, trying to get those 5 bonus points. Matt Duell is going to get by Brendan Patterson, car number 84. This is going to be quite the upset for Patterson, but Matt Duell working his way into the show. He went with a driving pass underneath Brendan Patterson. Now this is the battle for the 5th place position, but Brendan Patterson all over his back bumper. He's trying to make the dive to the inside. He's going to try and wedge the 88 car off the inside lane. Will it work, though? It's starting to work, but Duell had a little bit of clearance but couldn't shut the gap in time. Here comes Brendan Patterson with a dive bomb move to the inside. I think we know who has the better race car. As you see, Patterson just really taking it on these corners, driving like a pro. And that car is going to surpass Matt Duell. Duell's going to have to try again, but he's getting pretty late in the session. He can't wait too long. William Duncan, car number 83, currently running in the 3rd place position. He's going to dislodge Jerry Guerra. Now with Brock McMahon and Jeffrey Finguy currently in the LCQ, things are looking up for him. Though Jeffrey Finguy, it's been rumored that he's been offered a ride by one of the drivers who's made the show that isn't really going for points. So we'll have to see how that works out. But the current William Duncan, really happy that those two drivers are in the LCQ. They have a lower chance of making the show. But coming to in the last couple of laps of this event, Prudence Litllejohn, car number 79. No one expected this car to do well at all this season. This was a limited schedule team, and they were actually surprised she ran as many races as she has so far. She tempted Myrtle Beach last season to no success, tempted Bristol to no success, did well at Daytona, but got into a wreck in the qualifier race that took her out of it. And then really worked her way up at Sierra, making the show, getting into a little scuffle with Rose Tyler, as we have one lap to go on the racetrack. She's doing well here today, and she might just win this qualifier race. Now, the 5 bonus points will not mean anything to her, as she is not going for the championship or for locked-in contention, which kind of makes Joseph Bryant upset as they finish the race. Prudence Litllejohn wins. Joseph Bryant's a little angry that he wasn't able to get those 5 bonus points, and they pull out the pit road. Let's take a look at the final results for this race. I think one of my colleagues, their phone's going off in the booth here, but I'm glad they took care of that. Race results: Prudence Litllejohn is in, so is Joseph Bryant, William Duncan, Brendan Patterson, Jerry Guerra. They all make the show. Matt Duell just gonna miss it, as Brendan Patterson was able to weasel his way past. Estavas Cortez, do we gain a little bit? Not gonna gain enough. Kaytlyn Stringer is gonna miss the show again. Benoit and Colin Bartell an abysmal run in 10th place, which means they're all going to go to the LCQ, which is what is coming up next. The LCQ, we've got 30 cars battling for 2 spots, so it should be amazing. Hope you'll join us there. Thank you for watching.